Namaste. See, essentially, occult science is one, but it's been fragmented as numerology, astrology, graphology, Vastu, right? Some people also talk about tarot card reading, etc. So essentially, they are all one. They all do the same job of trying to predict somebody's life and then suggesting the remedies. But over a period of time, it's all fragmented, and there are different experts for different aspects, right? Or different skills. So what I generally suggest is, it's like when you take your car or bike or any other automobile to a service station, you don't repair just one thing, right? You don't ask the service guy to say you only service accelerator or only the brakes or only XYZ, right? You ensure that your vehicle is serviced properly, what we call it as overall, right? Similarly, when you go to an occult expert, it is always better that all aspects of our life are taken care, are addressed, which includes, as I said, numerology, astrology, and then part of Vastu, if possible, or at least Graphology, which includes your signature, handwriting, Gemology, which includes the what kind of gemstones and Rudraksh, if you believe, right, you should wear on your body, which finger, which hand, etc. So why only take care of one aspect and leave others, unattended or unaddressed? So with this, what happens is you may get some results, some move forward, some movement forward in life, but some issues will still be unaddressed, right? So that is why I believe in addressing all of them in my 6-in-1 consultation, right? Which I call it as a comprehensive 360-degree consultation. So let's start with numerology. So in numerology, most important thing is your name. There is a name number. There is a number to every name, what we call as name number, right? Which is most important. I generally say 80 to 85% of your life just depends on your name. So get your name right and everything else falls in place. That much important is your name, right? So if you see, I've actually pasted 6 different photos of six great personalities, great achievers. In the first set, if you see, there is Elon Musk, and then there is Lata Mangeshkar and Ratan Tata. You know what is common about all three? They are all born on 28th of any month, 28th. So 28th born means one common thing you can observe. Anybody who is born on 28th means issue with marital life. If you see, all three of them are not married. There are many in my family and friend circle who are not married, or by chance, if they get married, their marital life will never be happy. Lot of multiple, issues like divorce, are husband and wife not having a great, blissful relationship, etc. So 28 born means issue in marital life. This is guaranteed, right? So that much accurate numerology, just based on somebody's date of birth, you can predict how their life is going to be on a particular aspect. If you see the other three names, Narendra Modi, our Prime Minister, then Sri Ravi Shankar, the great Guru, and then Isaac Newton, who invented or discovered, right, the gravity. You know what is common about all three personalities? Their name number is 41. So 41 means they can achieve things which are impossible for others. That much power the number gives. Any number, but 41 gives that power of great imagination, global reach, and achieving things which are even felt unachievable or impossible for others. That is how important is your name number. So get your name number checked and then correct properly. That is what I suggest. The other important aspect of numerology presently is your mobile number, because most of the things we do today on mobile, our communication, our financial transactions, literally everything happens on mobile. So having a good mobile number is extremely important. So again, get it okay from an expert. So of course, there are a lot of other things, in numerology, like your vehicle number, house number, bank account number, etc. But in my consultation, I cover your name correction, checking your name, and then giving you a right suggestion, a correction, and suggesting a good lucky mobile number. In addition to that, in the consultation, I will also give you your lucky numbers, lucky colors, lucky planets, lucky days, etc. So this is covered in part one, which is numerology. Now let's talk about part two, which is astrology. Astrology is like an ocean. A proper interpretation, reading, analysis of a kundali or a horoscope is extremely important. So, as a part of my 6-in-1 consultation, I check all the 9 planets, their positions in all the 12 houses in detail, and then suggest the right remedies, including the current Mahadasha, Antardasha, etc. It takes a lot of time and has to be done properly, analyzing the Kundali and not generating the system generated or software driven Kundalis. That is not going to help because it has to be individually analyzed based on a lot of things, including your date of birth, some aspects of numerology, etc. So this is covered in the second part, which is astrology. As I said, detailed, a comprehensive analysis of your Kundali, analyzing all the 12 houses, 9 planets, Mahadasha, Antardasha, and then suggest you the right remedies. So, in the third part of the same consultation, if I feel that yes, there are some major mind blockages you are carrying, I will suggest simple, easily implementable affirmations which you have to just repeat in your mind or write few times a day. And then also tell you how to create a mind movie using which you can actually rewire your subconscious mind. When I say rewire your subconscious mind, basically removing your unwanted negative memories and then trying to inculcate good habits and those kind of habits which will help you to manifest all that you desire in your life. So this is also covered in this consultation as a part of the 6-in-1 consultation. So, and this is everything to do with your subconscious mind. So the fourth aspect of this consultation is wristwatch analysis. What kind of watch you should wear, right? If you see, I am wearing a gold come silver wristwatch. Now, wrist is the most important part of our human body where all the blood vessels basically meet. So, in fact, there are 5 fingers, and each finger, each part of our hand represents a particular planet. They all meet at the wrist. That is why what you wear on your wrist, for example, I am wearing 2 bracelets, one of Rudraksh, one of Tulsi, and then also on the other hand, a wristwatch. It is very important part of your body. So, whatever you wear, let's talk about wristwatch. Whatever are the kind of watch you wear, that attracts the similar destiny or fortunes into your life. What should be the size of your dial? What should be the color of your dial? Should it be made up of a chain, a metal chain, or fabric or leather or wood? What which number should be there in your dial, which should not be there as per your date of birth, as per numerology? So all these things are analyzed, and then I suggest you a right wristwatch which you can go on and buy. So this is covered in your 6-in-1 consultation. The fifth part of this consultation is analyzing your signature. Many times people don't know that signature itself talks about your life. It reveals everything about you. So if you see, I have put 2 signatures. One is of Mahatma Gandhi. He used to sign as MK Gandhi. So the long form is Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. So but MK Gandhi was a signature. That means he was not even mentioning his name, Mahatma or Mohandas rather, right? So that means he was not giving importance to himself, he was always giving importance to others. So that can be actually read in his signature. Whereas the second signature of Amitabh Bachchan, if you see, A and B are quite big. So he's giving importance to both himself and for his family surname, which is Bachchan. So like this, your signature can, or will reveal most of the things about you, and a bad signature means bad life. So simple correction in signature can again help you change your fortunes for better. So this is also covered in this consultation. And the sixth and the last part, which I cover in this consultation, is about gemology, that is, which gemstones you should wear. That is based on both astrology and numerology, because sometimes astrology predicts a particular gemstone, but numerology predicts opposite. So that is why reading, understanding, analyzing both astrology and numerology are their aspects based on your date of birth and kundali is important before suggesting the gemstone. So this is also suggested. So like this, in my 6-in-1 consultation, which generally takes around 90 minutes, sometimes even more, right? So I spend a lot of time with the clients, try to understand their life, their past, present, their challenges, their expectations, etc. And then, after taking their date of birth, I generate the lucky numbers. Then I analyze, also generate their kundali, try to analyze it comprehensively. I also find, which are the gemstones they are wearing currently, what kind of watch they are wearing, right? And then see if I can also analyze their mindset in brief. And then based on all of that data, I will suggest all these 6 different solutions. So this is quite unique. I believe in giving a lot of time to my clients. As I said, I give some, almost 90 minutes, sometimes even 120 minutes, that is 2 hours for each client for this consultation. So, as I said in the beginning, like you service your vehicle, right? Overall, not just one or two aspects. So, these are the 6 important aspects of your life. If you can get, all of them properly checked, and then you get the solutions done for all 6 of them, more often than not, your life will become better once you start implementing all these solutions. So hope you have found this very unique solution, right? Very useful. And if you're interested to go ahead, so do consult, do contact on those numbers. Either you can WhatsApp or call, and also do forward this to your friends and relatives who need any help through consultation, so they can directly approach. So have a great life.